Building 2, it's
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I am Darian if you are new here, and if you are not new here, you have been subscribed and following along. Even if you're not subscribed, welcome back. So y'all, I am currently in Tulum. At this point, I feel like I'm on a world tour. So how did I end up in Tulum? So first things first, if you are new to my channel, I have fallen in love with solo travel. So honestly, I feel like I'm at a point where I'm just trying to get as much out as I possibly can. I just feel like this is or at least has been the right time for me. And so yeah, I'm living my life. All right, that's you. If you are used to being here, you should know by now, I am living my life. I don't want any regrets. So one thing that I love to do is travel. And so how I ended up booking this trip was I literally woke up one day and I was outside doing something and I just had this feeling on the inside, like I want to go to Mexico. And I thought about it. I was like, let me go look up Tulum. I haven't been to Tulum. I actually was going to look up some places that I have been like years ago, like a while ago before. And I was like, Tulum sounds really nice. I've been hearing a lot about Tulum. So I was like, let's look up some Tulum hotels. And that's how this trip got booked. So I am here, y'all, days leading up before this trip. I have been exhausted because I've been working on some things and embarking on new things to the point where I almost didn't even feel like coming here, because if you travel, you know that traveling does take a lot of energy. And I always feel calm when I get to the place and settle in and everything. But I was like, I don't even know if I want to come. But I'm so grateful and thankful that I came, because this place is beautiful. So I am staying at the, let me pull it back up. Okay, you guys, so I'm staying at the Hilton Tulum Riviera Maya all-inclusive resort, and this resort is stunning. Like, first thing out of the van, all I saw was the water view, and the lobby and all that is open so that you can see all of that straight into getting into this hotel. So everyone has been really nice and accommodating, and as soon as I stepped foot out of the van that took me from the airport to the hotel, everyone basically ran up to me. Like, I didn't have time to even get my thoughts together. Ran up to me, took me to the desk, got dinner reserved, all the different things. So far, I will say that this has been pretty good experience, pretty nice experience. This is all-inclusive, so I like being at all-inclusive because the food is covered. I don't really have to worry about the food, and there's so many different options. So that is something that I do love about an all-inclusive resort. And this resort actually, from what I've seen, has quite a few options. I think each night I'll be eating at a different restaurant. One is Italian. Tonight, I believe I'm going to a hibachi restaurant. I believe they have Mediterranean and a steakhouse. And I believe it's one other type. Oh, a Mexican restaurant. Someone said there's a place out, it's still part of the hotel, where you can go get churros and candy and different things like that. So yeah, you got options here. Anyway, you guys, I am here to vacation and relax. But if you have seen my other travel vlogs, my other solo travel vlogs, even if it's not solo, I am not a person that can just sit in the room for the majority of the vacation or the whole vacation. Like, I need to get out and explore and see what's going on in the land. So I do plan on exploring and all that. Tomorrow I plan on booking excursions. I just wanted to get in and get comfortable and just kind of get my day started. The first 2 hours that I was here, I was actually just sitting out there. I had coffee. I went to go eat at a restaurant and was just watching a view show. I love that this hotel, it gives out bracelets as your key. It's waterproof and everything, so you don't have to worry about keeping up with a key when you travel. I like that addition. But other than that, y'all, I just wanted to check in and get this vlog started, y'all. Tonight, all I think I'm going to do is go get in the pool, and I have to probably leave in the next 15-20 minutes. That'll give me about 40 minutes in the pool, because the pool closes at 7, I believe, and then I have dinner reservations at 9, so I can come back and shower and eat and all that. So I will check back in with you guys in a second once I'm ready to go. So I am all dressed. I just have on a yellow two-piece. It's nothing new, nothing spectacular. I feel like I've worn this in many vlogs. And then I have on this cover up from Chichén. I am going to bring this black cover up down there because I want to go to the cafe after I get out the pool, and I just want to cover up a little more going into the cafe. I don't want to just walk in there, you know, like with my swimsuit, and this cover up is not really covering much up. So, but speaking of that, y'all, so I ordered some clothes from Chichén to actually come on this trip with. I want to say like 2.5 weeks before my trip. I haven't honestly ordered from them in a little bit, so I guess I just maybe miscalculated the shipping time, but I don't feel like it usually has taken that long for my clothes to come in. So I feel like maybe this was a lesson in itself, because I did start to get in that mindset. Like every time I go on vacation, I need to order new clothes. And to be honest, to be fair, a lot of the clothes that I order are pretty cheap, because I don't have a lot of vacation clothes and summer clothes. I feel like because I always order cheap stuff whenever I'm going on vacation and stuff, so I end up throwing it out not long after, not super short, but I end up throwing it out, I feel like, sooner than I do my other clothes, because I do invest in my other clothes. And then also I have been just rebuilding my wardrobe and changing a lot of my wardrobe. So a lot of stuff over the past years I have also gotten rid of. So I had to go in my closet last night, because I packed last night before I come in, and try to find vacation clothes. I mean, I had clothes, but I'm just so used to ordering clothes to go on vacation. So I feel like it was a lesson in that. Every time you go on vacation, you do not need new outfits. I mean, other people may, but I don't have to have new outfits to go on vacation. So yeah. I'll just save those clothes since summertime is almost here. But it would have been nice to have my clothes. Like, my plan was just to take those clothes, throw them in my suitcase, and go. And I had other bathing suits, because a lot of my bathing suits I've had for a while too. So we're just gonna make this work. But anyway, you guys, I need to head out, because I think it's like 6:15, 6:20, and the pool closes at 7. So I want to be able to, you know, have a little time in the pool before coming back to the room. Alright, you guys, heading down to the pool. This campus is really nice. This hotel, really nice. Very scenic. That's one thing I love about a hotel, is a hotel with views. Alright, y'all, so I'm back in the room. I just threw on this dress and I'm about to go get a dinner. So tonight is going to be the hibachi restaurant. That pool was nice. It was warm. I don't know if it's naturally warm because of the sun or if they have it heated, but it felt good even though it was hot outside. So then I had my little moment outside, and then I want to get another latte. I am going to take advantage of the free lattes here. So I went to go get me an iced caramel latte and some chamomile tea for tonight. So that is a perk of staying here, is being able to get all your coffees and stuff. And it actually tastes good. It's not like something that tastes like they just threw it together. And they have a lot of options in there for you to choose from. Now, let's see what this dinner is giving, okay? That's what I want to know. I'm sure it's going to be good. I would hope so.
They call me Mr. Tips.
Sit back, relax, ease your mind just a little bit. Sit back, relax, ease your mind just a little bit. Sit back, relax, ease your mind just a little bit. Sit back, relax, ease your mind just a little bit. We coming back like Fila, trying to be. Sir, I can't never cookie cutter cause I don't fit in the mold. If you can't stay in your lane, then please get off the road. Sit back, relax, ease your mind just a little bit. Sit back, relax, ease your mind just a little bit. Sit back, relax, ease your mind just a little bit. Sit back.
Good morning, you guys. It's the next day. I am currently just putting on my bathing suit, and then I'm gonna come back here and have a little devotional time. I already did like my morning prayer, which I mean, it won't hurt to do more, but I'm just gonna come back and do some devotional time and read. That is something I'm trying to make sure I stay intentional about, because that just helps me to feel grounded. And I've been a little busier lately, and so I want to make sure that I'm able to, which I am able to, but I want to make sure that I'm keeping that at the forefront. I feel better when I keep that as a priority in my life. And then I'm gonna go to breakfast. I believe breakfast closes at 11. It is 9:02, so I'm kind of in a rush. I just need to hurry up and finish putting on my clothes and then get down there and then to the cafe. All right, y'all, so this is my bathing suit. I got this from Chichén a little while ago, and I don't think I really worn it except for like once, and I've had it for at least 6 months to probably almost a year. So yeah, this is also a 2-piece set from Chichén. It has like that material for when you are, I guess, in winter time, but I guess that's the trend now, you know, wearing winter material in short form on vacation. So this is the official fit. I've had this also in my closet a while, and I have not worn this, but look, see, maybe this was the lesson in why my clothes didn't deliver on time, because I have stuff in my closet that I have not worn, that I have bought for vacation before. So this is the fit. I don't know if you can see. The only thing is that it does seem, or it is a little see-through, so I don't know if they'll let me eat in a restaurant like this, but I'll see. I hope so, because I want to be out by the pool today. There is a beach across the way, but that beach does not look swimmable. They actually have it blocked off, and I'm just assuming because the waves are coming in really rough. But yes, so I'm just about to put on some lotion, and then I am going to go get my coffee. All right, guys, I'm headed out. Hopefully I can catch one of the shuttles, because that made such a difference for me last night. If I did not catch the shuttle, I would have had kind of a far walk, and I'm only in building 2. There are 6 buildings here, and it goes pretty far. So if you do stay here, if you are able to make a request, I would see if you can get to a building closer to the lobby area, because I feel like it's a lot of stuff in the lobby area. Like the restaurant I ate at last night had it was at the lobby building, and then like last night I sat by the pool and they were like have a DJ and all that upstairs, but I could still hear the music. If you care about stuff like that and you don't necessarily want to be far from it, that may be a good idea. But y'all, look at the beach. I have like a partial ocean view room. Look at the beach. Ooh. It's so windy out here, like it just picked up out of nowhere. Look at that water. I don't think that water is swimmable. There's no way. I mean, I guess you could try, but they have it marked off, so it must be dangerous to try to swim. Y'all, I forgot to put on sunscreen, but we're gonna make it work. Alright y'all, so I am back in the room. I am actually now about to journal. I have been working in this journal for a little bit, like a couple of months now, and I really love this journal. This actually helps you to like get down to the nitty-gritty of some deeper issues, but it also is light enough to where if you just want something for every day where you don't have to all the time go deep, I feel like it's like a good balance journal. I do feel like it goes deep, but it's not like, you know, where you'll be crying every single day. I mean, you may, but it hasn't been like that for me, and it's helped me to start addressing some deeper things in my life. So I am actually, now that I'm back in the room, about to do this. Breakfast was good. So when I had fixed my food, I put my plate down, not even thinking about the birds out there. A bird started eating my food, so I had to go back in and fix a whole new plate because, I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I wasn't interested in eating after a bird. Y'all, it was eggs all on the table and everything. So he snuck him a good little meal. But breakfast was good. I am now drinking some green juice because I really need to detox, and I like juicing. One thing about it, if I have the option to get some juice, I'm gonna get some juice, some real juice. So that's good, and I can taste that there's ginger in here. Whatever they put in here, I can taste the ginger, and I believe it's celery in here. I was able to get my coffee, read a little bit of this book. It's called Green Eyes. And so I found out about this book because there is this girl that I watch her YouTube videos. Her channel is Miss Read the Room. And so she has one of those channels where she talks about a lot of different topics. And I don't remember honestly how I found her channel. I think I just clicked on one of her videos, and since I found her channel, I continue to watch her videos. She talks a lot about like envy and jealousy and dealing with all these different dynamics in life. And one thing I will say, let's have a little talk. Let's have a little talk. One thing I will say is that, and I've been pretty open about my own personal elevation journey, and once I started to elevate in life, and I'm not even just talking about physical things, because yes, that is elevation, but when you start to elevate on the inside, like your spirit, and you start to heal and all that, I noticed so many changes in people around me, and the changes were not good. And I actually thought that they would be good because, hello, I'm becoming better. So I'm thinking that people would be happy for me, but that was not the case. And so as I continued on the journey, I started to see that it was becoming more and more common that the people around me were uncomfortable. And I also have had a history in my life where I've had a lot of friends that eventually became jealous, tried to sabotage certain things in my life. And I've always, like, growing up, I wasn't really taught, I guess, street smarts, as they would say. And I had to learn those street smarts by living life. I had to learn how people really are because I feel like a lot of times we're kind of sold this fairy tale that people are all nice and just be nice to everybody and this and that. I do believe in being kind, but you need to know when it's time to check a situation. You need to know when it's time to reel things back in, because I have found that a lot of times when people believe that you're a nice person, or they believe that you're kind, and granted, you may actually be kind, a lot of people, I won't say everyone, but a lot of people kind of assume that they can get over on you. They assume that you don't know what they got going on up their sleeve. They assume that you don't see their ways. And just because you don't speak on it does not mean that you don't see it. But there's a way to maneuver in life. Like, even just like random interactions with strangers. Like, if I'm in public and I'm in a situation where somebody is supposed to serve me, and for whatever reason they don't want to serve me, like a restaurant or something like that, because of, it could be my color, whatever, because they feel like I look elevated, whatever the case may be. You don't always have to say things. There's been times where I'll get like dirty looks and I look back. I give them whatever look back, and then I see their face straighten up, like, okay, all right, she's on to me. So there's a certain way that you can handle situations without always resorting to the more escalated ways. And some stuff you just gotta know is not even worth, it's not even worth engaging. But this more, I just started it, but this more so in particular goes into those friendships where are like those, I think she also talks about like co-working situations, basically closer relationships, how when jealousy and envy are involved, how you basically play the game. And not saying play the game like you need to get dirty and play a nasty game, but it's more so just street smarts and wisdom on how to navigate these interactions with people. Because I have found in my life, and I had to learn the hard way, you cannot pacify somebody not liking you. You cannot overserve and try to make them like you. How somebody is, how they feel about you is how they feel about you, no matter how they try to hide it. If you see something, if you see the signs, you need to move accordingly. It eventually just keeps getting worse, especially if you know the person is not working on themselves. They're not doing anything new to truly internally change for the better. It just continues to get worse. And so I have just been eating up a lot of level up content, and it just feels good to know that you are not the only one experiencing these things. A lot of times if you're on your journey by yourself, the people around you that are not on your journey, they may think you're overreacting. People are not doing all this and really, behaving like this. What you experience isn't true, but you'll be gaslit if you are not around people that's are walking this path or on this part of their journey, there is a probability that you will be gaslit, or people just honestly may not understand. It may not even be them trying to come from a negative situation. Like, for example, let's say you're a doctor and another person is a pilot. That pilot is not going to understand all the different situations that that doctor has gone through or has experienced. And it's not to say that one is better than the other, but y'all are in two completely different situations and places in life. I mean, I'm talking about career, but I'm just using an example. So I can't expect this person over here to understand what I have walked through and gone through. And even if they understand and don't want to acknowledge my feelings, so what? It's not about them acknowledging me, but you have to know how to navigate your own life and your own experiences and find the people who understand what you are going through. So me watching a lot of level up content, and not necessarily to level up, because I just kind of was on my journey, was thrust to my journey and didn't even really know what was happening to me or what I was going through. And then once I got out of it, I kind of realized like, oh, I was on my journey like of elevation. But me just like taking in this content of people who have gone through the same things and experienced the same things, like once they elevated, now they don't really seem to be liked by a lot of people, or they experience these negative emotions from people. It has been so like, okay, somebody understands. And it just has helped me to, you know, be more equipped. Like, just continue to be you. Be confident. If people around you are not confident and you're confident, makes them feel small, it's not your responsibility to come back down and make them feel comfortable. You have to be who you are. You have to walk out your purpose. You have to live your life. And it is what it is. Everybody is not meant to be your friend. Everybody is not meant to be in your life. If they can't handle it, they can't handle it. Other people will come. And a lot of times when you are leveling up, your circle is going to get smaller. So if you're somebody who feels like you need to have a bunch of friends and a lot of people around you, that's your business. That's how you want to live your life. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with having community and people that you can call on. But I noticed, and I've seen with other people, one of the major things is that you will start to lose your circle as you elevate and go to greater heights. And honestly, it's safer for you to not be around in close proximity to everyone being in your life as you are elevating. You can look at a lot of scenarios, whether it's just, you know, just what you've seen in the news with celebrities or just regular people, how when people have elevated and they've had the wrong people around them, things have not gone well, okay? Long term. Like, they have been taken out of here or other situations. And it may not always be that extreme. I believe it's the grace of God to give me the insight and wisdom on how to move in the past when I wasn't in my most aware state of what was around me. But he just led me and protected me, and I'm grateful for that. But once you have the resources and the wisdom to protect yourself and to curate a life where you feel comfortable, where the people around you genuinely love you, and you may have to go through some isolated seasons, that's just life. But when you are achieving greatness or trying to achieve greatness, you have to know how to move in life. So anyway, all of that to say, this book, I've only gotten, I don't even know if I got through the first chapter, but the pages that I did get to read are really good, and it kind of just teaches you how to maneuver around these type of relationships, and people are to just get out the way. Okay. And I've had a lot of like friendships that have ended because of those friends trying to sabotage me. But I just couldn't understand back then, but now to be able to see it for what it is, when somebody is being controlled by an entity or whatever you want to call it, a spirit moving and driving them from a not good place, there's nothing get out the way. You can't make them change or get delivered. People have to want that for themselves. All right, so I'm gonna leave it at that. So if you want to check her out, her videos are really good. It's Miss Read the Room. Anyway, but other than that, I met this lady. I always meet people when I'm solo traveling randomly. So I was on the cart and this lady got on the cart for us to be taken back to our hotel rooms. And so the lady, I was like talking about her makeup and stuff. So she said that she is actually going to be teaching an aerobics class. So I am going to, well, it's like in the water. So it's like an aqua aerobics class. And I have not worked out in almost 3 weeks, y'all. I have been so busy that I have not had time to work out. And that is something that is regularly on. Every week I'm usually working out, and so I just needed to get past these weeks of traveling and work, and now I'll get back to working out on my routine hopefully next week. But I wanted to get this class in, so I'm going to try to make her aerobics class. It's actually in my building, so I just feel like that wasn't a coincidence that I ran into her. She was so nice. She was like, you can join me and my friend, because she was here solo for a few days. And she was like, you can join me and my friends for dinner if you want. I don't know if I'll do that, but that was really sweet of her to invite me. I'm a very I just like my space. And it's not that I can't hang around other people, but when I'm in that zone where I just want my own space, I like to be in my own space. But I definitely want to join her class and see how that goes. And I have to sign up for excursions. So one of the excursions I believe I'm going to book is, I'm not even gonna attempt to say the name right now. Maybe if I remember, I'll put it right here. But it's kind of like a sightseeing excursion, and then we get to swim in I think they call it cenotes, if I have the name right. We get to swim afterwards, and then I think I'm going to do a catamaran tour. I was thinking about doing the nighttime one, but honestly I don't think I'll be feeling it, so I think I'm going to actually book the daytime one. That way I can come back to the hotel on the last day, because I'm sure it's going to be on the last day, and just chill and not have any pressure as far as trying to rush back to get ready for my flight and all that. So yes, y'all, that has pretty much been my morning. I just kind of feel like, you know, this trip was needed for me to kind of regroup and recenter and just get my thoughts back calm and just have that quiet time. And then we're going to explore, you know, these next 2 days. We're finna get out and explore, okay? So yeah, y'all, that's pretty much all that I have right now as far as filling you guys in. I did kind of want to get some work done, but I'll see. I don't want to overwork myself because I am on vacation, but I also, you know, want to utilize some time. So maybe I can work by the cafe later, since I'll be busy the next 2 days. Anyway, you guys, I don't want to over talk y'all right now, so I'm going to finish cooling off for a little bit. I think it's 11:29, so I'm gonna rest for a little bit, and then I'm gonna head out probably 11:50 to go to this aqua aerobics class. All right, y'all, I am applying some sunscreen before I go down there. And this is something new for me. This is the Bath & Body Works sunscreen lotion in SPF 30. And this is the scent Tahiti Isle. I have smelled this before. I opened it a little. I haven't tried it, been in the sun with them, but I opened it. And it smells good, and it feels thick. So I don't know if it leaves a white cast. I just got it because it was $5 when I was in Bath & Body Works. And this is the K-Skin Isle Sheen Sunstick SPF 35. I actually like this thing. I have not used it too much, but when I've used it, I have liked it. And I have put some on earlier this morning. I have seen some people say that it's greasy. It does have a little bit of a greasy kind of feel, but I don't feel like it's super greasy. I like the way that this feels, and I don't feel like it makes me look super oily. So I think it's just a preference thing. But K-Skin does have a sunscreen lotion for the face if you would prefer something like that. But to me, this is convenient to be able to just rub this on after washing my face, or just like how I did now. Let's see. I feel like this might leave a cast because it's so thick and it's really white. but I refuse to get out there and get in the sun with no sunscreen on. I have found that I have been burning easily lately, and I'm not like that, even with melanin. Okay, but let's see how it does. I can tell you if it's rubbing in all the way or if it's leaving a cast. It looks moisturizing. I don't know if you can see, but it has like this pretty sheen. Let me go this way. Yeah. It has like this pretty sheen. Right. We like that. I'm about to head out so I can make it to this class on time. Hey y'all, so I am currently outside of a cafe or coffee shop. I just signed up for an excursion after the whole aqua dance class or aqua fitness class. I stayed in the water for at least a good 2 hours, probably like 2.5 hours. And I was talking to one of the ladies that I have met here. She's here by herself for the first couple of days, and she's really sweet. So we're just having life talks, just talking about life and the things we've been through. I always meet somebody whenever I solo travel, and we have good talks about life. We were even talking about narcissists. I think right now I'm about to go to one of the places that has churros here, and I think they have candy. I'm not completely sure. I'm about to go check out that, and then I'm gonna go back to the pool for a little bit, probably just eat and just go from there. It's 2:39, so I still have a good amount of time out here, but I'm just going with the flow. I don't want to stress myself out on this trip trying to do a bunch of things. So yeah. Hey y'all, look. Look how burnt I have gotten. Anyway, I just got back from candle making, and I don't know how to feel about this candle. Actually, I do. This is the ugliest candle I have made by far. It's cute because it's like, you know, I made it here and everything. But look at this, y'all. So there are bubbles all throughout my candle, and it is bothering me. So you can get the concept. I had the heart, and there is a wax turtle in here. It's supposed to be looking through the hearts, you know, like through the water wax. And then to make it better, I just added a bunch of seashells at the top. Y'all, I love the concept, but I just feel like this candle is ugly. Memories, but it's ugly. Ugly enough to where I just want to burn it so I can go ahead and get this over with. But yeah, so I just did candle making. That was cute. It was fun. Yeah, other than the bubbles, I enjoyed doing the candle making. Y'all, I have just been walking around. I went to go eat at one of the restaurants here because I wanted to try out their food, and the food was actually really good. I believe it was Vela Serve. I got my churros, and I got some for later. I just saved, they gave me 3, so I just saved the rest for later because I want to warm them up. Y'all, let me tell you something. If you come here, the mangoes at that restaurant, they had it chopped open and cut up. These mangoes, the man told me what they're called, but I forgot. These mangoes are so good. They taste like candy. Imagine freezing these and eating them. It's not stringy like the mangoes that I'm used to eating. These mangoes are very like soft, and they're just so sweet, like sugarcane sweet. These taste like, if you freeze them, I feel like that would be such a good alternative to candy if you're a candy person. I've had sweet mangoes, but the sweetness of this mango, I didn't feel like I was eating fruit eating this mango. But other than that, y'all, the day I have just been walking around relaxing, just kind of taking in the resort. I'm honestly about to go get some more coffee, and I just had a couple of hours ago, I ended up getting a frozen coffee with the churros. I just wanted to drop off this candle because I didn't want it to melt if I got back in the sun. And I am going to work on a few things, lounge around, probably get back in the pool, and then go to dinner. As far as activities today, that was pretty much it, y'all. So I will probably check in tonight around dinner time, either before or after dinner. And then tomorrow I have an excursion, so I have to get up early and be ready to go by 7. Alright, y'all, so I'm back in a room. I done took a bath and I'm about to head to dinner. I have to squeeze into this, I guess you can call it a jumpsuit. I done had it for years, but I cannot waste any outfits because I don't know if I have enough. Well, I probably do have enough for the rest of the trip, but I'm gonna just get through it wearing this. I'm actually not gonna stay out and walk around and stuff like that tonight because I have to get up really early, probably like 5, 6, because of my excursion tomorrow. I guess most of it is going to be driving. I really don't like excursions like that, but that excursion seemed to be the best excursion as far as giving me multiple experiences. So I think we're going to like 3 places. So that's that. Yeah, that's that. Good morning, you guys. It is the next day. I'm about to head to the lobby because I need to get ready to leave for my excursion. So I'm gonna quickly go to the coffee shop, and then I just need to grab some cash from the ATM. I didn't bring any cash here. Apparently you do have to pay taxes when you do come on the different excursions, so I need to just make sure that I have some cash in hand. But yeah, I'm all dressed. It's like 6 something in the morning, 6:40, so I have about 20 minutes to get there on time, y'all. So I'm gonna have to fill you in throughout this day as I can, and probably just do a recap after I get back. I made it just in time. I stopped by the cafe and got a chicken Caesar wrap, and got me some pineapples and my coffee. Okay, we gotta have the coffee. It is so hot, y'all. The humidity is insane. I don't know what I was thinking of putting on makeup. It's so hot. So hot.
The first time that we can harvest, so it's going to be in September. This is something, yes, that local people are still doing. My grandparents, they did something like that. And nowadays it's exactly the same thing. But back in the days, in the Maya time, yeah, when Chichén Itzá like was like the most important city, so this is something also that they are having. All right, but amigos, here in this case, so take a look over here. Esa es la lengua maya. Ahí. Así es como se escribe. That's the Mayan language, yeah? That's how we write it down now. Here we have Chichén Itzá. Alright, but in the Maya language, this is how we are going to write it down. Chichén Itzá. Also which is the reason? This is all stone. Something like this. There were no oceans, there were no sitting out here just waiting for a time to catch back up with the tour guide. So this is one of the first stops that we're going to. The next stop, I believe, is a place in the city, and then we're supposed to get lunch and then go into a cenote. So basically here, on the way here, our tour guide just basically told us about the Mayan history and like their spiritual beliefs. So we were filled in on that, and now we're here just kind of like walking around and exploring and looking at everything. I was not aware that this was one of the world wonders, so I was actually told that yesterday when starting it up. So that's cool to be able to see one of the world wonders. But yeah. You guys, it is hot out here, so I am just waiting around for it to be time to leave. But this was a cool experience. There's a lot of history. That's my alarm now. This is a cool experience. There's a lot of, you know, like history and everything. with the Mayans and the structures and everything that they have built. Look what popped up while I was eating. I jumped so fast. I was so scared. So scared. Look how this one is looking at me. Look at that face. Like, girl, who do you think you is? Don't be a hater. What's up, you guys? It is the next morning. It's probably like almost 12 o'clock. I just came back from getting a matcha, and I also had got an iced latte because y'all, I don't gotta pay for them, so I want to get as many as I can and try out as many as I can. This is my first matcha, so you may not know, I am trying to get into this matcha thing. This one does not taste bad at all, but I am a coffee girl, coffee lover, but I do know that matcha has some good benefits. Maybe not with all the milk and sugar, but matcha itself has some good benefits. So I'm kind of trying to discover the whole matcha thing. What's so funny is I actually ended up getting a matcha because this lady that was sitting outside on the patio area by herself working, she was like, have I tried the matcha, or have I gotten coffee? And I was like, no. And then she mentioned them having matcha. Then it turned into a whole conversation of her telling me about different matchas to try and this and that. So when I get back home, I think I am going to get some matcha powder and just try. Okay, I can't make any promises that I'm going to become a matcha girl. Well, I'm not really trying to become a matcha girl, but I will try to make some matchas and see if that's something that I can add into my routine, because I do know that green tea and matcha, I'm not sure if matcha is literally green tea, but I do know that it's a leafy green. Okay, so leafy greens are good for you.
outside of that, y'all, I did not check in yesterday after the excursion. All was well. I got back to the hotel. I was just chilling, got in the pool for a couple of hours, you know, living my life. And then after the pool, I went by the bar and grill and got me a burger and fries for dinner. So I didn't even show up to dinner that I had reservations to. I just canceled those reservations, and I was like, I'm about to chill. I'm on vacation. It's no pressure to have to eat at all of these restaurants. So let's talk a little bit about the excursion yesterday. So we went to, I believe it's called Itzá. If I have it wrong, I am so sorry. I have been trying to pronounce it, and it hasn't been really working out for me. But I believe that is how it's said. So that was pretty cool. On the way down there, our tour guide was giving us some information on the Mayans, their culture, the history behind these buildings that we were going to look at, their religion and spirituality and all of that. And so it was nice to be able to hear a different culture and learn about a different culture. When we got there, it was very hot. Very, very hot. But to see the landscape and all of that was amazing. Like the fact that people, like regular everyday people, and I feel like it's kind of hard to imagine because I feel like in today's society, a lot of people are lazy. So just to imagine humans, like everyday humans building this big, it's one of the 7 wonders of the world, I believe. So to imagine these humans building this architect or this amazing building, this amazing thing from their hands, and it is tall, y'all. It is big. So to imagine that is actually kind of incredible. Once you put your mind to something, you can do it. It don't matter how big, okay? That's the lesson I got from that. But we got to see all of that, the buildings, the area that the Mayans used to inhabit. And he was telling us that they still exist. They're just in a different part. Like their villages are in different areas now. And then after that, we left. Y'all, it was so hot. It was so hot. I had to sit down for the remainder of the time that we had to wait around before they came and got us. After that, we ended up going to some city. I'm not really sure exactly the city. It kind of was a fast-paced thing. So we got to the city. The man told us we can go look in the church and everything. I was able to get a little bit of content, and then I went to go get me some popsicles for the remainder of the time. And to be honest, we were only there like 30 minutes, if even. It was like a quick stop, look, go do your thing, and come back. And I'm going to be completely honest. I love whenever I'm in other countries or in other places and I'm able to walk and see some of the city and meet some of the locals. But I didn't feel that, people were that friendly yesterday. And maybe it was just a day. Maybe it was just, people weren't feeling it. But overall, I didn't feel that welcome. So the fact that we were only there 20 minutes, 30 minutes didn't really matter to me. Then we came and we went to the cenotes. So the cenotes, absolutely stunning, beautiful. They have an area where they fed us, and the food was good. Then in the cenotes, it's basically this huge cave. Like there were literally bats flying up in those caves, okay? And I respect wild animals. I try to mind my business and let them mind their business. But to see these, well, it was high up. It wasn't like it was like right up on us. To see these bats flying at the top of the cave was incredible. And you can see like the sunlight coming through part of the top of the cave and the limestone all around it. And then the cenotes, the water, that water is so blue and pretty. It's just so cold. I honestly don't know how people were swimming in that thing. You're supposed to wear a life vest because it's super deep in that. I forgot how deep he said, but you don't want to go down that thing, okay? You want to stay up.
I'll just say that. So there's like stairs that allow you to get in there. And y'all, I tried to get in. I could only get half of my body in, like up to my lower belly. And I was like, I cannot take this. This water is too cold. And then I started to see these medium-sized black fish swimming in the water. And that was my cue to, you know, you don't need to go any deeper. They didn't bother nobody else. But I just wasn't feeling like playing around with nature and, you know, those fishes touching me. Okay. So one of the fishes actually swam up kind of close to the stairway where I was standing. So I was still able to get in the water from the stairway. I didn't even let go of the stairway, and it looked like a catfish. Like it had the little whiskers. I'm no like fish expert, but I'm pretty sure that's what catfish look like. It was just black. And so I don't know if I doubt those were catfish, but I felt good with what I experienced, y'all. I thought I was going to be in that cenote just swimming around like a little cute little, you know, fairy. And it wasn't given, okay? It was really cold. But I honestly feel like that experience is definitely worth going to see. Such a beautiful experience. Even if you just go to look. And I was going to say maybe it'll be warmer at another time, but honestly, it's the summertime. It is blazing hot out here, y'all. So hot that I thought about putting on makeup today, but I don't know about that. Maybe to take pictures or something, but other than that, I don't know about that. Yesterday, I sweated so much that all my makeup just wiped off. With the and I wasn't even trying to wipe it. I was just patting. All my makeup was off by the time I got back to my room. I was at the Cenotes. There is this rum that I ended up buying. So I'm not like a hard alcohol drinker. That's not my thing. I do love a nice wine, some champagne at times, and I love a good rum. That if I drink any alcohol that is outside of like wine, I love a good sweet rum, okay? Don't play with it. So I ended up buying this Mayan rum, and it is so thick. It's like a thick consistency, and it's a citrus flavor. Y'all, they let me try that at the Cenote's place, like in the gift shop area. That was some good rum. That was amazing rum. So I did end up getting that. And then when I got back here, I just chillaxed. Literally got in the pool. I ate after the pool. I came back to the bath. And then I just got in the bed and just started working on stuff. I feel like this is just meant to be one of those chill and relax vacations. I did have in my mind that I wanted to explore today, but when I got back yesterday, I got back too late to sign up for anything. So I kind of just figured that was also just a sign to just chill today, which I'm glad. Now that it's today, I'm actually glad that I'm chilling. It's very hot, you guys. But I did have in mind to do what is it called? I always forget what it's called. I don't know why. I did have in mind to do the catamaran, and honestly, I feel like I have done the catamaran and snorkel excursion in so many different places. At this time, it's like the sound of that does not sound exciting to me. So that is something that I just was going to do because I'm assuming they were going to have music, as most have had music when I have done them in other places. And we just be out on the water for a little bit on the boats, go snorkel, get back off, and go back to the hotel. But because I missed the sign up area, I was like, I'm not even going to try to push it and pressure it. So let's just talk about, if you do plan to come here, I will say that this resort, for the most part, it gives relaxation. It gives relaxation, but there's a little bit of fun that you can experience. From what I'm seeing, a lot of people are just going off to different places to have fun. You know what I did see when I got off of the plane and I was being driven to the hotel? I saw that there is a beach club here, and I feel like that would be so fun to do. It's just that I don't think I really
thought to plan that into my schedule, and I was just trying to see what excursions they had. So I didn't have time. I would have had to do it today, but I didn't really have time to find, you know, how to do a beach club or something like that. I would definitely recommend something like that. But if you just want to lounge around the hotel and have a luxurious feeling, relaxing experience, I feel like this hotel can definitely give you that. So fast forward to today. My plans for today are to be out in the water again, to hang out by the pool for a few hours. They do have where you can do a bike ride. You have to reserve it though, so I'm gonna be honest, it is hot. I feel like it has to be at least 100 degrees. Let me check there's absolutely no way. There's no way. It's only 89 degrees, but it feels like 110 degrees at least. I would love to do the bike riding thing, but I don't know, y'all. It's too hot. I'm just going to take it moment by moment. So I'm going to go change into my bathing suit and a different dress. I just put this on to go get breakfast. And, oh, that's the thing, y'all. The birds here are reckless. Twice. I done left my plate, and the second time I wasn't even trying to leave my plate. I thought that the waiter was watching my plate while I went to go grab my other plate because I wanted to eat outside, and they placed me inside to eat. But my other table was right by the door. All I had to do was go out the door, and my table was right there. Not even, I don't even think it was a full 15 seconds. A bird swooped down and ate my food. Ate my eggs all over the table. I didn't even get to enjoy them before the bird swooped down and got them. So that is a thing here. The birds here don't care. They all band together, and one will come by you and do this scream, and then they all come and try to get your food. I haven't had any attacks, but they definitely will try to jack you for your food. But other than that, all is well. This is a cute little experience. If you need a solo getaway and you just need to relax, you don't want too much pressure, yeah, this I feel like is a nice place. If you're looking to party and stuff like that, I would recommend that you go to, like, you can still stay here, that's up to you, but you more than likely are gonna have to go off of the campus and go to like different places, like maybe a beach club or places that cater more to that crowd. Anyway, you guys, I'm gonna check in once I'm about to head out. I need to cool off a little bit, and then I'm going to go explore a little bit more. Alright, y'all, so I have been in a room for about 2 hours. Yeah, I did full face of makeup. I got dressed, was trying to take some cute pictures, and my makeup, not even 5 minutes probably into taking pictures, started sweating off in big blotches from the powder. Tried to get it on my face. So I just, you know what? I'm not about to sweat it, okay? I'm about to go outside, get in the pool for probably like 2 hours, and then I'll go get something like lunch or something in 2 hours. It's already 2 o'clock. So I feel like most of the day is pretty much done. So I'm about to head out. I need to enjoy at least some, well, I've been enjoying it. I just been relaxing. I haven't felt like, I guess, the desire to rush and do anything. So, and I'm gonna listen to my body, okay? I'm gonna listen. My mom's going in the pool. It's hot, and I just need some water on me. I'm really not going to be doing that much more. I do leave tomorrow. I'm supposed to leave the hotel at 9:55. A driver is supposed to come get me and take me back to the airport. So let's just see if anything happens today. I will say that I have been meeting some people here and having good conversation. So I met this one lady a couple of days ago, and then I met this nice lady today and was talking and stuff. So whenever I solo travel, I feel like I always meet somebody to talk to, and I'm a lot of times by the time I'm going on a trip, I feel so, I won't say antisocial, but sometimes I just want to not be bothered, because when I go on vacation, it is a getaway for me from everyday life, and I am somebody who
I can pick up people's energy easily, and so back home, if I just been around, not necessarily been around like hanging out, but just all the different stuff, and I just need a break. Sometimes going out of town and vacation is an escape for me. I don't have to deal with that, or I don't know these people out here, so I don't have to, you know, like, I hope what I'm saying is making sense. So when I do actually go out of town and I actually meet people that, you know, for whatever reason, whatever the conversation, like the lady today, she basically put me on the matcha. She showed me what matcha to get and how she make hers. The lady before that, we was having deep conversation about narcissists and like our own experiences with our family and stuff like that. So, you know, I just love when I have those conversations, and every single time, even the times when I don't want to talk to anybody, every single time it's like it happens. And so I just know that it's meant to be, and it pushes me out of my shell, y'all, because I am so introverted. If I didn't have to talk to probably like anybody for, I'll say 3 days. Like after 3 days, it's like I need some human interaction, talk to people. But I can go days just in my own space, you know, doing what I need to do without talking to people. But when I do get around good people that I enjoy and genuine, and it's none of that negative stuff, like it's just vibes, okay? We just going off of vibes. I do love to talk and just have fun, okay? All right, anyway, I'm about to head out. It's not really any reason for me to be sitting here talking this long. I'm about to head out, all right? All right, y'all, I'm heading out. I feel like I just said that like 2 seconds ago. But my skin has been burning, y'all. Lately, I'm finding that, and my bed is not made, so you can judge me, but whatever. Lately, I am finding that my skin has been burning a lot easier. And I have had on sunscreen, but it's like super hot. So honestly, the sunscreen is helping, it's nice, but I don't know, y'all. I'm about to go back in the sun. Okay. Let's go. It just feels so good. Alright, let's go dilly dally. We dilly dally over here. Hey y'all, so I cannot even lie to y'all. I am so exhausted, so tired, but it is the last night, so I am going to go to dinner. I did not go to dinner last night, and honestly I'm not even hungry, so there's gonna be like a taste test situation because I just ate a burger and fries and I had some wings, but I still want to go to dinner because I want to see what they have in their Italian restaurant. Sometimes I feel like when you go to different places, they try to like not overdo the food, but they try to like make it gourmet and stuff. And when I'm in a time where I'm like kind of like don't know exactly what the food is going to taste like, it's kind of like a hit or miss. I like to make sure that I have eaten because I don't want to be disappointed. And it's not to say that the food has been bad here. Has it been the best food ever? I wouldn't say it's been the best food ever, because where I went earlier, that food was good, and the first time I went there was good. So it hasn't been bad, but it's one of those things where you may have a certain taste or have like your food taste in a certain way, but you have to just adjust to the settings. So I kind of feel like this restaurant is gonna be like that also, where they have so many different things on the menu and they want to make it more like upscale and gourmet that you may or may not like the food. It's kind of like a hit or miss. But anyway, as far as what I'm wearing right now, I have on this two-piece set from Fashion Nova. I got this last year. This was actually like a birthday fit that I got. So yeah, honestly I'm thinking about taking this off because it's kind of tight in the back and we're not taking no chances, okay? I think it'll be fine. I mean, I think I'm gonna leave it, but it's not even all the way zipped up. And I'm just gonna put on those Hermes dupe shoes that I got from Amazon. I'm gonna wear those. So yeah, y'all, I'm exhausted, so I am getting off this camera. I will check in with you guys tomorrow. I leave at like 10 in the morning tomorrow, so I will be up early and can give you like my last little thoughts or whatever I have to say. All right. Hey y'all, I literally only have a couple minutes and then I need to get out of here because it is time for me to leave. I have to catch a van. They're coming to the hotel to pick me up to drive me back to the airport, and that's going to take about an hour. But I just wanted to formally close out this vlog. Honestly, I'm not ready to leave because I've been in such a relaxed state, and I feel like I haven't had this in a little bit because I've been working back home really hard to start up something. But I feel like this is a perfect intro into me starting back in that. But yes, I love a tropical destination, love a tropical island, and that's pretty much it. I hope y'all enjoyed this vlog. I met some really nice people, and yeah, just got to see another culture and things of that nature, some animals. Anyway, y'all, I gotta go because I'm not getting left here. About to go get me a latte, and then my van to pick me up should be here. So bye, thanks for watching. Bye.